Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on tight because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious talk about one of the league's most dominant defensive tackles, Chris Jones, potentially making his way to the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, you heard that right. The Chiefs' star DT, who's been wreaking havoc in the trenches, might be on his way to the Bay Area, and it could happen pretty soon. The whispers from league sources suggest that Kansas City, currently sitting at an 8-5 record with some cap restrictions and a handful of injuries piling up, might be willing to part ways with their interior beast in exchange for a third-round pick in 2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does this mean for the 49ers? Well, let me break it down and paint a picture of how this move could reshape the entire NFC landscape. Chris Jones is a game changer. This guy is a force of nature inside, a true disruptor who can wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks and clog up running lanes with equal ease. If you've watched him play this season, you've seen a guy who's relentless, powerful, and technically sound, with a knack for making those big plays at crucial moments. In 2025, he played 13 games, racking up 11 solo tackles, 11 assists, 22 combined stops, and an impressive 4-0 sacks, along with 21 quarterback hurries. His PFF grade sits at a stellar 89.1, and his EPA per rush is 21, which shows how effective he is at stopping plays before they develop. His pressure rate is around 18%, and he only missed about 6% of tackles, which is remarkable considering the chaos he creates on the field. This isn't just a flash in the pan. Jones has a career total of over 80 sacks, multiple Pro Bowl appearances, and All-Pro honors, making him one of the most feared interior linemen in the league. Now, why would the Chiefs consider trading him? Well, Kansas City is in a bit of a rebuild mode on their defensive line, especially after giving Jones an expensive extension that's eating into their cap space. They're currently allowing about 3 points per game to opponents, which isn't terrible but could be better. With Jones potentially heading out, they're looking to rebuild their interior line, prioritize youth, and free up cap space to retool around Patrick Mahomes and his arsenal of weapons for the post-Super Bowl era. It's a smart move from their perspective. Get some draft capital, reset, and build for the future. Meanwhile, the 49ers are sitting at a very solid 9-4 record after their bye week in Week 14. This team has been battling injuries all season long, especially on the defensive front. Nick Bosa, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, is on IR with a knee injury, which has been a huge blow. Yetur Gross-Matos is also on IR with a shoulder injury, and players like Kalia Davis and Alfred Collins are dealing with injuries that leave the defensive line thin and vulnerable. The Niners have been leaning heavily on their depth and scheme to keep their defense afloat, but adding a player of Jones's caliber could be the missing piece to solidify their front seven. Imagine Jones lining up next to Hargrave, forming a force that opposing offenses will have nightmares about. His presence alone could elevate the 49ers' run defense, which has been a bit leaky at times this season. His ability to generate pressure from the inside with an average of +1. 4 pressures per game against current DTs would dramatically improve their pass rush, especially on third downs and in the red zone. His projection of around +8 sacks for the remainder of the season isn't just wishful thinking. It's realistic given his talent and recent production. And his impact on stopping the run could be transformative, dropping opposing rushing yards from around 110 per game to about 85, which is massive in a league where controlling the line of scrimmage is everything. From a strategic standpoint, acquiring Jones makes perfect sense for the 49ers. With a cap hit of around $5 million, it's a manageable investment for a player of his caliber. The move would also signal a clear intent to push for a Super Bowl again, especially as we approach the playoffs. The 49ers have been building a championship-ready roster, and now, with a dominant interior presence, they could become even more formidable. Not to mention, his addition could be that X factor in the red zone, reminiscent of Aaron Donald's influence with the Rams in 2018, creating pressure that forces turnovers and shortens drives for their opponents. Looking ahead, the odds of the 49ers making a deep playoff run could get even better with Jones on board. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are at plus 500, but if this trade materializes, those odds could drop to around plus 300. That's a huge boost, especially considering how well the team has been playing overall. Their defense, when healthy, is one of the best in the league, and adding a player like Jones could turn them into an unstoppable force. His ability to anchor the trenches, combined with the talent they already have, sets the stage for a potential dynasty run. It's not just about this season. It's about building a defensive foundation that will dominate for years to come. Now, fans, I want to emphasize that this is still speculative at this point. Nothing is set in stone, and these kinds of trades take time to finalize. But if the 49ers can get Chris Jones, it would be a blockbuster move, one that would instantly elevate their defense to new heights. It's exciting to think about the possibilities, especially with how much the team has already achieved this season. Brock Purdy is playing at an exceptional level, and with Jones on the defensive line, the sky's the limit for this team. The NFC West is no longer just about the 49ers' dominance, but about how they continue to evolve and stay ahead of the curve. So fans, keep your eyes peeled, because this story is developing rapidly. The 49ers are always looking for ways to improve, and if they pull this off, it's going to be a game changer. The front office knows how crucial it is to bolster the defense, especially in the trenches, where games are won and lost. A move for Chris Jones could be that strategic upgrade that pushes the team over the top. As the season progresses, we'll see how it all unfolds, but one thing is for sure, the 49ers are positioning themselves for a serious push towards another Super Bowl, and adding a player like Jones would be a monumental step in that direction. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. Let's keep this passion alive and continue supporting our team through every twist and turn of this exciting season. Go Niners!